Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, actually, I should say good night because it's like 8 o'clock. I've been working on my summer kitchen and getting that all together and stuff, and it's gotten to be kind of late. So, fortunately, I've found my studio lighting. So I've got actually one of those out there with the extension cord. Now, my son, I gotta say, my son is dictated a lot of things to me. The reason why I am eating better is because he introduced me to the Yuka app, him and my wife, about a lot of the processed foods. If you've been watching me cooking for a while, you've seen me up at 275 where I've done keto diets and things like that. And the keto would work. I would lose 10, 20 pounds or so, and then I would gain it back on. But you have to worry about all of the fat that you're eating and so on. What I've done this time, and I have lost between 35 and 40 pounds depending on the day, is just eat good food that's not processed. I've been cooking at home more, and this is one of the reasons why I'm building my summer kitchen out here, which will be an all year kitchen. Now, my son has been talking about from Gouda, the picanha steak, okay? So I actually finally found one. And so in talking, I'm not gonna pretend that I know what I'm talking about. But what I'm told is it's a triangular piece, of course, of meat. You wanna cut this with the grain, okay? That's how these steaks go. And Gouda does 2 fingers worth, which is about 1.25 inches thick. And only thing he puts on his is salt. That's it, just salt. Now, some of you have talked about my knives, so I have gotten a new slicing knife. Now, something else, Gouda, that I watched one of his videos, shout out to him, he was teaching, and I'm not sure I see them. Oh, there it is. There's one of the veins right there. There are 3 veins. And so in Brazil, basically the first 2 steaks, they're not picanhas. He said they're tougher. If you go, there's another one of the veins right there. That's the 3rd vein. He said basically they use that for hamburger. I tell you what, I ain't using that for no hamburger. This is about $10.99 a pound. What I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna save them, and I'm gonna do like some steak bites with them. So I'm gonna take the first 2, I'll put those in the freezer, I'll use that for another meal, and then we'll actually try and cut some of these. So let's go ahead and start cutting some of these. And, ooh, that is sharp. So we'll cut this first one here. Boom. That one. And that one will become a meal for steak bites. Boom. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 4, and we'll save that for the steak bites as well. So we got 4 of these out of this. And he said you want to have a lot of that fat back onto it. And he said keep as much of it on there as you'll eat. I am going to take a little bit of this off. And I have to say, I should have used my knife from Rhonda, help me Rhonda. That one would have been really good too. But I tell you one thing, this one I actually got from Ace Hardware. It's actually from the Big Green Egg. Not that I have a big green egg, but this sucker is sharp. It feels like a samurai sword here. Okay. So we're going to try and do something a little different here. And that is, we are going to take this, we're going to sear it on our Blackstone. And the way he did it on his show was just salt. And he seared it. Well, I got a little too much of that. Seared it, and then put it in the oven, got it to 135 degrees. So I'm gonna actually use it in the air fryer. So this may be jacked up. It could be jacked up. I don't know. It could be jacked up, but we're gonna find out. The other thing I'm gonna do is I actually sliced up 2 potatoes to make French fries, and I put them in cold water, cold ice water here, so that way they can help the starch get out of them. I'm gonna dry them off, and I'm gonna put them in the air fryer for about 15 minutes. Just put a little bit of olive oil on them and a little bit of salt, and we'll go from there. So we're gonna get some coarse salt. We'll put we'll put 2 of them in the freezer. And we'll keep 2. Or should I just, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead, Mike, I'm gonna go ahead and just cook all 4 of them. What the heck, we're gonna live dangerously. How about that one? Let's get some coarse salt. Well, it's not as coarse as I thought it was. Okay. I hope I don't mess this up. Gouda, if I screwed it up, let me know. Let me know, bro. All right, let's get a plate. And put these on. I might cheat and put a little pepper on it. Okay, so I did mention that you cut this with the grain, but when you cut it to eat it, you cut across the grain. So that's where you get the tenderness from. All right, see you outside at the grill. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is, I've got my fries, I dried them out, I put a little olive oil on them, and I put some, whoa, that's hot. And I put a, woo! And I put a little bit, boy, that's spice. Slap your mama seasoning in there. Those will take about 15 minutes to cook. Now I bought this meat eater, and it turns out I need actually, it's Wi-Fi enabled, I believe, or Bluetooth, and it has to charge up. So that's a problem. So I do have my regular probe that I can go ahead and test my steaks in and open it up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually sear it on all 4 sides, including the fat. We're gonna do fat rendered and everything on here. Now, I'm probably gonna need a little bit more light because it is getting dark out here. So let's go ahead. We got some light. We'll bring you guys a little bit closer, and we're gonna start searing these. Ooh, yeah. So we got this thing. It's good and hot. Yesterday we took these, said no oil. Oh, I messed up already. Said do it with the fat side over first, because the fat is going to give you your seasoning, I mean your grease. And I just messed that up on this one. Sorry, Gouda. Smells good. And I can tell you, I messed up on the fat cap cutting. So this is the first time I've done this. And it shows. See that nice, oh, let's turn the camera down. See that nice crust right there? That's what you want to see. So, we're going to get these, and we're going to let the fries get caught up, because fries have only been in for about 4 minutes now. And we're going to let them get caught up, and then we'll go through and it won't take very long for those. Now, what I was hoping to do was to use my thermometer that is Wi-Fi enabled, but I'm using my cell phone. So that means I've got to charge up my own cell phone, so that way I have it. Oh, and I have corn left over from yesterday that we'll have today too. I'll put that in the warmer. Okay. Turn that down. I can get ready to clean this. The nice thing about this is dump some water on it, put some more of your seasoning onto it, real easy peasy to clean. And let's take a look at these. Now, that is not as much crust as I probably should have. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go whole ham. I'm gonna hit that one more time. I'm gonna let that heat up real good, and I'm gonna hit that one more time. In the meantime, I'm gonna go get some water, and I'll be back. Okay, that's a much better crust. And I'll show you. I can tell you now what I am going to need to do for this outdoor kitchen is to get better lighting right above me. But you see that? That's the crust that you want on the steak. So we've got our fries in, and we have our fries in, and I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned up so I don't have to worry about that. Later, I'm going to let the fries cook a little bit more so that way they'll be ready, and I have my corn in the warmer. So we are I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people who are Blackstone extraordinaires. They're going to tell me that I'm not doing it right. And that's fine, because I am new to this process. And it's a learning process. Okay, there we go. That's clean. Let's check on our fries. Oh, they're getting, okay. Fries are beginning to brown, so let's go ahead and put the steaks in. Flip those around, see if we can crisp them up a little bit. Okay, picanhas in the air fryer. Now we'll have to open it up to check out the temperatures. Space in between them. Okay, there we go. yeah, I'm gonna work on the lighting and everything else that we have here. So we're gonna wait, and we're gonna pull this out. We're gonna wait about, say about 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'll check the temperature on it. Okay, so let's take a look at our picanhas. Oh my goodness. So we want internal temperature of about 135. Ooh, that's a little bit above it. Ooh. 130. Ooh. Okay, they're done. The fries are still cooking, but that's okay because these are going to rest. And so, let's take those off, put them on the plate. Boy, they are juicy. Now keep in mind, I want you to keep in mind a couple of things here. First of all, this is the first time I've ever done an air fried steak. Okay? First time. But these things, we'll look at them on the inside, are looking really good. And as soon as the fries, let me check the fries. Oh, the fries. I'm gonna give the fries just a couple, look at that. Just a couple more minutes here. And we're gonna go in and we're gonna do our taste test. And we've got our corn right here too that we're warming up. So, I am loving my Blackstone. Now again, I gotta get the lighting and stuff together, but I've already got the griddle, of course, clean. I've got the steaks. Oh man, the steaks look good. And as soon as the fries are done, we're gonna go eat. So let's go do the taste test. Okay, so we used our Blackstone air fryer, and this is the first time I've ever done a picanha. And I hope I did it right. Gouda, don't cuss me out.
It's Gouda.
Gouda. Okay.
That was Gouda.
Gouda rhymes with Luda. We cooked the French fries, our real potatoes, a little bit of slap your mama seasoning, and some olive oil. Now what they say is, oh, look at that. So it's just salt for the seasoning on here. And we're gonna take our first bite of our, look at that. Oh my God. That is good. This is like a Brazilian steakhouse type steak. Oh my God. I can't believe it's just salt. You eat the fat and all. Look at that. That is perfect. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I got a new Blackstone grill with an air fryer, and we cooked all of this in there, and I'm in love with it. This is the second meal that I've cooked in there. And the thing about it is, whenever you see the people talking about the Blackstone, the griddle, they never do anything in the air fryer. I was kind of scared to buy it because it's like nobody's actually cooking in the air fryer. So I wanted to do this to try and see. What do you think, Mike? Good? Does it meet the test? All right, so this is the first time, and we'll get better with it because this is totally new, but I tell you, that is cooked just right. All right, good people.
More of a sear.
Okay, well, again, I'm learning.
It's a good kind of meat, though.
They call it the queen of steaks. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, I'm loving. I'll see you guys soon. That is good. Great taste. Fries with only potatoes, olive oil, and seasoned salt. As opposed to McDonald's having, what, 23?